for it.
About switching from AOL to Outlook. Went to AOL a number of years ago just because I thought it was simpler. Now I'm flooded with ads.
Hmm.
And I'm just trying to figure out how do you convert the default from AOL to Outlook, or should I even be using Outlook on an iPad?
So you're not saying create a new email address with outlook.com as the
No,
domain.
it's still
It's
be my Verizon address.
just using it Outlook instead of,
Yeah.
yeah. So that will clean up any side ads you might have, which would also an ad blocker should hide those same ads.
Well, I have an ad blocker, but they still,
They still pop up?
yeah, you bring up, you want to read your mail and you have to plow through all these ads that come up first on AOL.
Mm, yeah. So, um, Outlook will avoid the browser version of that, but it might create its own ads itself. So,
So I'm
um,
wasting my time.
so I don't know if you've tried Mac Mail, which is the default for the iPad. Um, that should avoid, it doesn't have any miscellaneous um ads that will pop up on the sides.
Mac mail.
Yes, it's
Let me
little
try that.
blue. I use Spark, but they're now wanting you to upgrade. So
I didn't mean to jump ahead of everybody either. I just wanted to get in line.
no.
But
Oh,
No, but Bill, just a comment. We have AOL with Verizon. We're not getting ads. We get option to sign into their news items, but we can go with one click right to email.
right, that's the same as I have.
Okay, so it's not ads,
It's
the news items. Okay, I
right.
just
And there's ads. It's a mix, you know.
yeah, there are ads in the AOL, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
yeah.
had Outlook. It came with the package of stuff, and I thought I'd try it.
Hmm.
Um,
I mean, it's going to be a little bit better. So if you still have it associated with your package, feel free to try it. Um, but if you no longer have that paid subscription, then I would say try Mac Mail.
okay, I wrote that down. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah. It should automatically just log in once and work.
Yeah, it's the only Apple device I use, but I use it heavily.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Challenge. Not easy. What software do you use on your phone, or don't you use mail on your phone?
I use well, the phone's a Samsung,
Mm.
and I use AOL on my phone actually, and on my the laptop that I'm using here.
Do you get the ads on the phone?
Not so much,
So
but
there
I
might
use
be a download for the iPad that you could download a AOL app.
I think it is an AOL app.
See what she says.
You're not going through the browser.
No, it sits there on my desktop,
It's your
and I
question.
just click on it, and
What's
but I get all this other stuff when I do that. So,
Right. You didn't, okay.
no, wait a minute, I'm wrong. Let me think about this a minute. When I have AOL on my desktop, it's my laptop. I use the browser, but I don't use it that much.
Okay.
I'm sorry to be confused. So, yeah, I have it's sitting right here on. I could show it to you, but
Yeah.
It's sitting right there as an AOL blue bug.
Downstairs.
So this is maybe. We'll see if this works. So this blue AOL app is what you see on your phone, sort of.
Yes, and on my iPad,
Okay. So
but
yes,
not on my laptop.
but you get the ads on your iPad still.
Yes,
So my guess is, yeah, you're going to still get them
yeah, I see
everywhere
what you
then.
mean. Kind of, if I get them on the other two, I'm gonna, or if I don't get, well, whatever. It's,
Yeah. But this blue mail is the Mac mail one. So
yeah, I don't know whether you can see this or not, but I have to get it the same plane that
your
I-
screen's blurred, so it's blurring that out.
I'm sorry, let me,
Mhm.
you can see it.
Oh yeah, yep. That's the app.
I,
Then yeah, it's going to be everywhere.
Huh.
Sorry.
started,
Yeah, I would try Outlook or Mac Mail.
might as well go with the Homeland, the Mac Mail
It's
first.
free.
Yeah, and it's native to the device.
Mm-hmm. They have a bit more security.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good questions. Okay. Anyone else want to go next?
Yes.
Go for it.
As you can see, Bev is not behind me. So it means
So
that
it's working.
I went in and made some of the corrections that you showed me on my machine last week. I did a restart on her machine this morning and tried to open. Well, I went into your email and clicked on the attend button, and Zoom came up and it told me I needed to install Rosetta.
Oh.
So I did that and closed out of Zoom at the moment because it was early, and it evidently seems to be working now
Hmm.
because we can see her.
Yes. But I'm not sure why she needed Rosetta.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Yeah, I've never run into that before. I don't remember installing it on my machine here or anywhere else, but it told me I needed it, so
What's
I
Rosetta?
I don't know.
So
I've
But
never,
it's an
I've
app.
never heard that, and I never got that message when I did Zoom.
I
Um,
don't know. Maybe it's could be just a Mac thing.
if you need to install Rosetta, um, open any app that needs Rosetta. What is Rosetta? You are automatically asked to install it. Rosetta is not an app that you open or interact with. Rosetta works automatically in the background whenever you use the app that is built only for Mac computers with an Intel processor.
Ah,
It translates the app for the use with silicon. So my guess is we installed the Zoom for Intel on her new computer
I
um,
guess. Yeah. Yeah. She has
with
the M4
the
chip.
Mac
Yeah.
AI. Yeah.
Hers is M4. Mine's only M2. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe M2 doesn't need it, but M4 does.
Or there's a version for M1 chips and one for Intel, and you installed the Intel one. So it needs
I
a,
believe that's correct. Yeah. But I
yeah.
thought I did that. Thought I did that for Bev's too, but I don't know. At least it's working now, and that was the goal.
Well, I'm glad we know what Rosetta is.
Yay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. For those that don't understand, um, there's software in the new Mac computers. Up till 3 or 4 years ago, all of the internal workings on a MacBook was created by Intel processing system. And then Apple decided we don't want to have to rely on Intel, especially during the pandemic when there was supply chain issues. So they started building their own chips and things in their computers. So all the new computers are all Mac, but they speak different languages. So that's why you might need an app to help translate the processing power.
Plus, you have to go out and get new versions of software too, because the old versions don't talk to M2 and M4 chips.
So just to make things more fun, progress. Cool.
Plus, they only come with USB-C ports on the side too, and most everybody has regular USB A and B. So you need to go get adapters to solve that issue.
Life is tough.
Well, it's
Yeah.
tough for Intel too now. My granddaughter was working for Intel at the time, and they've had big layoffs.
Mm. That makes sense. I lost a lot of business.
Yeah.
I was hoping Stephen would join us this morning. I finally got the correct adapter to try to put my LaserJet printer in my router
Mm-hmm.
to put it on my network. I did that. It didn't work. Fortunately, the little adapter was only a couple bucks.
Return it.
I'll keep trying.
I'm sorry that didn't fix it.
Well,
I'll have to look into more ideas for you.
the next option is a new LaserJet.
I hate when that's my advice to people. Go out and buy new software or new computers or
How
Yeah.
old is your laser jet?
My guess is probably 25 years,
Ouch.
maybe more.
I believe it's time.
I've heard somebody
You know, I
else,
hear you, Bob, but it's working perfectly.
Bob, I've heard somebody else say that too. I think his name was something like Chuck. Chuck told us several times it's time to get a new one.
It's working perfectly. That's the bad part, or I consider
was.
that.
That makes sense too.
Yeah, I mean, they have one at Staples right now that's only like $169 but and it's an HP, but HP doesn't even support the model that I have anymore and hasn't for years. They don't give me new drivers or anything. So it it has it has lived a long and faithful life, and it's just now getting hard to get the cartridges. I can only get the mail order, and I can only get refurbished ones. I can't buy new ones from HP anymore.
Are they expensive?
They used to be about $95. Now they're a little over 115, but they last at least a year for the amount of printing that we do on it. So, I mean,
Do they
I've
have a
thought about,
shelf life?
hmm?
Do they have a shelf life? And thinking you need to stock up.
Well, I'm sure they don't have a shelf life, or, a use by date, but
they can dry up if you store them incorrectly.
probably. And I would have a feeling, Bill, that I'm going to replace the printer before I would run out of cartridges. So,
Okay.
but we'll see. It's still working, so I'm not going to rush to get a new one. Well, when it dies, I know where I can get one quickly, so it's not like it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. We'll keep trying, looking for other options for you.
Yeah. Now keep looking.
This is
I'm not
the
done yet.
time to buy new product or upgrade your products though, because of all the sales for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, this one isn't on sale, so I can't do anything there.
Yeah.
I hear we have a bin for recycled Christmas tree lights.
Yes, there's now you'll in the church email today you'll have an announcement, but you can return any old and broken lights.
All right.
Oh, it looks like the bells have something ready to go too.
Show and tell.
When you go to choir tonight, you can drop them off.
There you go.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to live at church for the rest of the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah. Just take your sleeping bag and spend the weekend.
That's what I told Jean. We were there Tuesday night and then she had PW Bible study in the morning. She might as well just slept there from
Yeah.
Tuesday to Lynn
Right
as,
through to Sunday
Lynn as well.
afternoon.
We can have a slumber party.
That would have been wild, a choir slumber party.
For the bucks. But
Can't hear you, Gene.
First come, first serve in the cove on the sofas.
There you go.
I gotta go. I gotta go reserve mine.
Okay. Other tech questions, things you want to talk about? Yes, Bev.
Okay, I'm curious and want to know if I can change it, but this new camera is
Mhm.
showing everything in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm holding up my right hand,
Right.
but it looks like it's on my left hand side.
Not
Is
to
there a way to
us.
change that?
And that does.
So there is a way to change it, but if you at the bottom of your Zoom icon, do you see the on the left-hand side, there's the little microphone that says audio and the
Yes.
little camera. There's a
Yes.
little caret next to the video.
Yep.
Click on the little caret
Yep.
and go to video settings.
Okay.
And when that pop-up opens,
Oh, it says mirror my video. So uncheck that.
yep.
Ta-ha.
And here you can do other things like blur your background, if you want to stop the
Okay.
video or hide things. Change your camera if you have multiple cameras. So
Okay. Thank you.
add special backgrounds like Shirley.
Yep. I see that now. Okay. I'd always wondered about that. Thank you.
Yeah, good question.
I continue to be impressed, Lynn, that you know this stuff. You know exactly where to go and exactly what's under that, that carrot.
Thankfully,
having to
that's
hunt around.
something that I've known for a couple years now. I've not had to research. Sometimes there's
Still.
questions I have to research. Like Rosetta. I heard the term, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. What was it?
Well, isn't Rosetta one of those foreign language software
Yes.
things?
Yes.
That's kind of puzzled me when I saw it, and I'm thinking, why do I want a foreign language software or to make Zoom work? But
It
it,
makes sense why they call it that because, it's the key to Rosetta Stone's the key to all the different languages to speak.
I guess,
But yeah.
just kind of surprised me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd think there'd be a copyright at least somewhere in there in the industry.
Yeah. I don't know. Be something interesting to look into. but I wonder if it's also public domain because it's of the Rosetta Stone. I mean, that thing's ancient.
BC,
Yeah,
Egypt.
yeah. Okay, good questions. Any other ones? Go
Yeah.
ahead, Shirley.
So my husband left the room, but he suggested that I ask about anybody's experience with the most recent iPhone update, which I just always just go with it and then curse it for weeks afterwards. I hate the way they did photos, but I'm looking into it more. I will eventually figure it out. But are you an iPhone person? Okay, so did you do the update?
I did. Are you talking about the update for from 17 to 18 or one of the more internal
Just
little
the
ones?
one that, pops up on the phone and says there's an update and I took it. I never look at the numbers. I'm a space cadet, full
Fair enough.
disclosure.
Fair enough. Um,
It really changed photos though. I mean, if you're a photo person, it really changed how they come up. So,
yes, I am a photos person. Because,
yeah,
that's my
yeah, I
job.
guess you are. You're the official photos person.
And I use photos all the time. It doesn't bother me often as much as it might bother you. Um, is it just the look of it that bothers you, or trying to find like albums and things now?
Trying to find albums and things. And then I think generally Ray's question was just, should he even bother to do the update?
So the things about the updates is it's going to add the security bugs. So when they discover, oh, there's a malware bug that's going around and infecting Apple devices. These updates are always adding those security features so that you're more and more protected on those
Okay.
things. So by updating, it keeps you more protected security wise, which is always good. Um, and depending on your phone, if you don't want to go to the newest software, you can stay on, rather than hitting the new one, which is iOS 18. And it always wants you to upgrade to the newest and greatest, even though most people aren't. So sometimes people wait a couple rounds before they upgrade just to, you know, hear what the issues are so they're more prepared for the
Yeah.
changes. Um, I know with this new one, there's Apple Intelligence, which thankfully is not defaulted on. That's
Yeah.
scaring some people. Like I don't have that turned on because I don't want to use AI yet anyway.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm one that I'm just like, at some point, I'm going to have to suck it up and deal with the changes, so might as well do it sooner rather than later. Um, because at some point, you're going to have to get a new phone, or your current device is not going to be able to upgrade to the newest. Unless you do that, apps will stop not working for you, um, or your phone gets too slow because of it. So I'm one that's very encouraging of updating fairly quickly after. Maybe wait till there's a first security upgrade, um, which I know the Shaners are like that too. They wait 1 or 2 rounds, but um, yeah,
All right. Thanks.
So,
I'm sorry you're frustrated with it. Yeah, I was just playing with it myself, and you're right, it's a lot harder to find things that I didn't realize because I usually just send them to my computer and work on photos on the computer itself. But for those that might not have played around with photos, you used to be able to find albums and things right away. And now it just has these kind of filters like that. So if you want to find things, you have to go to this little arrow down here and then go, okay, do I want by recently added, date captured, filter, and then filter, you have to go down to, favorites, edited photo screenshots, or view options if you want different things like that. There was albums recently where
It's just gonna say, so the albums category is gone totally?
no, I found it somewhere,
Cause I
but
have all kinds of albums.
Yeah, it's still there. It's just harder to find, like, and
and
even
right now I'm
years and
not
months.
finding it clearly.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's a way to keep us sharper. We have to keep learning new, get used to the old way and learn a new way.
Yes.
Just curious, Lynn, how many pictures do you have on your phone?
It usually says at the bottom. Oh, here you go. You have to scroll down
Yeah.
farther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Scroll down and
all the way down to
Mm.
albums.
albums, there you go.
There you go. But it used to tell you how many you had. Oh, here you go.
There you go.
Media types. You can see those are the different types of each one. I need to really go through. I clearly have over 7,000, probably 8,000,
Hmm.
but
No, I have close to that on mine right now too.
I need to go through and delete some because clearly, look, I don't need how many of this got this father and
Yeah.
son, right?
Yeah, a lot of duplicates.
Exactly.
It's a pain when they do this, and once a year you run into it when you try to design your Christmas cards.
Yep. Oh, interesting. You can search now. Kathy in Westchester, what does that mean? Oh, Kathy Smedley.
Oh, gosh.
Christmas Eve.
It is pretty smart.
Yes, it's kind of disturbing how smart it is
Yeah.
and how it recognizes faces. So your concerns are valid and I agree with them.
Thanks.
If that makes you feel better.
But Lynn, you often
Yeah.
tell us to update to the newest version,
Mm-hmm.
and I see that I clicked on learn more,
Mm-hmm.
that apparently it only does anything for AI or iPhone 16,
Yeah, it's
15
the
Pro,
newer
15.
phones.
So it wouldn't work for mine, which is an
Correct.
SE,
Correct.
but I could get all this other stuff on that I don't need or want.
So it would be updating your Photos app would be one of the things that it did.
But the AI wouldn't
It would not
work. It wouldn't do anything for me to update it
correct.
at this point.
The internal chips for your phone don't know how to use it yet.
I probably don't either.
I don't either. But I did look up, there is another minor update for your phone that I missed the memo on in my news reporting. There's software 18.2.
Yeah,
You can read in this description anytime you update what your what it's telling you. So it features and powers AI intelligence, blah blah blah, which who cares, right? Includes image playground, delightful. So, yes, writing tools. It also includes visual, blah blah blah, enhancements to Mail's photo Safari and features, bug fixes, and security updates. So maybe, Sherry, they're going to go, a lot of people hated the new photo, so we're going to change it again. But who knows? It's hard to say. But yes, Karen.
Yesterday we got the live stream.
link.
For Chapel?
Yes, thank you, Jean. The lot for the 3 p.m. concert.
Yes.
How can I forward that link to Janet Miller
Mm-hmm.
who does not have her computer or laptop where she is,
Mm,
can I forward this to her iPhone?
yes. If that's how she plans on viewing.
I'm
it.
not sure. She's gonna try and get her laptop, or if someone can bring it to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you forward the email to any of her devices, she could watch it at any devices if she has any devices.
Okay,
I think one of the um phone ministry folks might be doing the phone ministry version of it if she doesn't have any access to anything.
okay,
But then she wouldn't be able to see it. She would just
right,
hear it.
right. So if I forward this whole email
Email.
to her iPhone,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
And you could take out the bit about the choir stuff and just highlight the section with the links. I don't know
okay.
if you know how to do that.
No,
Share your
but
screen, we can show you if you're curious.
When you
But
just block out that section and save it and
when
paste
you
it.
forward it, you could delete that whole section at the top.
okay. All right,
If you want to
let me try and
screen
see if I
share, we
can
can try
forward it to her today.
it. Okay.
Because I would, yes,
Would you be forwarding that from your laptop or computer or from your phone?
I'm gonna do it from my phone.
Because I don't know how to cut things out of an email on a phone.
Let me find the email that Ed specifically sent you guys yesterday.
Okay.
So we can do this together because I'm guessing since we have so many choir members on here that multiple of you will be wanting to forward the link to people. So, Ed, here we go. Let me screen share my phone again. Where is Ed's email? Ed, where are you? Ed?
I think he sent it Thursday.
Yes,
I think he sent it Thursday night.
he did. I just, you mean Wednesday night because
Tuesday.
today's Thursday.
Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah, Tuesday night. This is
Uh,
Thursday.
It was, I already trashed the email because it was not one that I needed. So, okay, here we go. So, let me share my phone again. So, you can see Ed's email down here above Chris Clark. If I go to his email, this is the email that you got with the links
Right,
with the live stream. So, everybody's email app is going to be a little bit different, but there's going to usually down at the bottom here, there's the back arrow, the trash, and the forward arrow.
right,
And if you click the forward arrow, if you should see something like that, and you could type in any particular person. So I could type in Karen Finley, for example, and delete this whole section about, so I could scroll down to this section. Oops. There's the cursor and I could just delete and you can see it's deleted
Oh, just a simple delete.
section.
It's not like blocking out
So you
anything.
could do it that way. So
Okay.
the second way of doing it, if you want to go to the original email that Ed sent, if you click where it says live stream, oh, that's a link, so it's going to be stupid. If you click down, you're going to see that it wants you to copy something. So if you take this little blue dot, if my and for those that have big thumbs, it's going to be more of a challenge for you. And it's going to be stubborn because, and you hold that down and highlight the section you want to copy. So you could copy that and then start a new email. and send that to said person, and then come down here to wherever you compose your message and paste, and it's just going to bring that bit. And I'm just going to delete the extra stuff. So that's another way of doing it. Which you can do on your phone. Same idea for if you're on your laptop or iPad as well. Or if you just wanted to send the YouTube link, you could just delete the
This is picture.
whole thing up there. So, did I go too fast? Do you want me to do it again, or?
Well, I didn't catch what you do when you open the new compose. How do you paste?
So when you open your email,
Uh-huh,
new email, get your cursor down to that section where you compose your message,
uh-huh.
and then hold down if you're on your
Oh, okay, okay.
and then hit the paste. If you're on your laptop, it's a right click and copy when you highlight the section.
Yeah, I can do it on laptop. I just had no idea how to do it
Yep.
on the phone.
And you can do this with emails, you can do this with text messages.
And what button did you hold down? You held down the
In the compose section. So you take your thumb and
So-
and press it down
where you want to compose.
where you want it paste it. So
Okay.
you could type a message and say hi, and then hit return, and then hit paste, and it copies below that.
Thank you.
It's all with your thumb, which can be fun, especially for those that have,
Oh, it has to be the thumb.
well,
No.
it doesn't have to be,
Oh, okay.
but that tends to be what people use
Okay.
when they hold their phone.
Great.
Does that work for Samsungers?
Yes. It should work on any device. You can do this with text too. If you go to a text message and say, you copy this, you just hold down that email or that text message you want to copy, and then hit the copy, and then you can send it to someone else, and then just hit paste. Same idea.
Thank you. Let's try that one out.
So that copy and paste or highlighting sections you can pretty much do across any device for any software. You could highlight like a news article if you're reading a news article on any of your devices and you want to copy a section of it and send to someone rather than the whole article. You could do that way too. Or include a link, copy the link of the article if you're looking on a browser. Do that way. But am I going above heads? No. Okay.
No, but I might not always have to wait to go back to the laptop to do it.
Yep. Yep. If you're at a waiting room or something and
Mhm.
wanting to be productive. Yeah. Good question. But Karen, if Janet needs help with the live stream, let me know. I'll
Okay.
get her sorted or connected with people.
Yeah, she has to get a device, and I don't know if she's gonna be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. And you could always watch it with her or she can watch it later. It doesn't have to be live.
Yeah, and I told her that. Do you know how long it's gonna be available?
Uh, I'm guessing I think Tim got copyright, so we can leave it up. I
Okay,
don't think we have a time limit like we have for some years.
okay. Because if I take my laptop down, then we could watch it
Mm-hmm.
together at a later time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
And use the same links
Yep.
yeah,
for past.
The Boxcast link our plan with Boxcast is it lasts a year. So that's why I send the YouTube link. The YouTube link will last as long as YouTube exists.
Ah, okay.
And
Boxcast
how long is
will.
that?
Till tomorrow.
I say forever, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Mm,
It lasts till the day before you want to use it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or Karen, maybe Janet's or Dick's children, one of them would go over.
yeah.
Good thoughts. Other questions? Jean, are you wanting to say something because you're muted?
Oh, basics. If nobody else has any questions, I have one that I sent to Lynn. I don't know if it affects anybody else or not. We've been getting emails that our OneDrive is nearly full.
Yeah, I get that
And-
too.
And we don't quite remember signing up for OneDrive at all, but might possibly have done it to move pictures
Mm-hmm.
from our phones, tablets to OneDrive, but it seems to be uploading everything, all our documents. We each have external hard drives and have never felt a need for documents on OneDrive. Is there a way, one, to delete documents, saving documents to OneDrive, and additionally, could we delete documents from OneDrive to open up that space?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah. If you share your screen, we can figure it out.
okay,
It's one of those, I've done this once before, so I don't remember exactly how to do it.
okay, now, what do I want to open?
So I think I see the
Open
warning
Word?
signs over on the right-hand side. Do you see along your taskbar at the bottom of your screen?
Yeah,
Over by where like the Wi-Fi icon is, there's a little cloud with a yellow circle.
okay,
Click on that guy.
92% full, okay. I gotta move
And
you.
say open folder.
Um,
At the bottom.
where's,
One at the bottom.
oh,
There's
okay,
open.
thank you.
We might need to go in the settings feature, but we'll see.
Mhm.
So this is what it looks like it's downloading everything to. So, actually, can we go back to where you just were?
Where were I?
Down at the bottom, the taskbar, the little icon with
Oh.
the yellow. There you go.
Mhm.
You go up to the settings wheel. Our faces might be over top of it. You might
Yeah,
way.
Thank
I
you.
got it.
Um,
Go up
over
to
at
settings.
yes. Settings.
Mhm. Get help.
Oh, can you?
That's
I
what we're
wonder.
doing.
Go down to pause syncing and hit that down caret. Oh, interesting. Okay, go back up to the top where it says settings and click on that. So go up to sync and backup. Oh, there it is. Unlink this PC. I'm wrong.
You're seeing some, oh,
So
here,
do you see where it says Robert Bell?
unlink this PC. Right here.
Yep. Unlink.
Well, we want pictures to stay in, but we're just doing this temporarily.
Okay, let's hit cancel then. And go up to sync and backup. Over on the left-hand side.
Save
So,
photos and videos. That's what we want to save here.
yes. So you want click on manage backup, which is the first one. Our faces might be
Oh,
over.
here.
Yeah. So you want the pictures turned on, but you want everything else turned off.
That's on.
That's on. Why, what I don't get is why you would think everything would be on if the storage is
Yeah, it
full.
looks like it's not backing up anything, syncing anything
That's,
from
yes, that's
this.
confusing. So hit close.
Okay, 8.8 gigabytes over your limit.
Yep. Ignore
So-
that for a moment.
Yeah, okay. So what do I want to do now next?
You can leave that on for pictures, but hit close
Close.
and scroll, or can you go back to the screen behind this, the pop-up where it says OneDrive settings? If you go up and click on the window behind,
This
or if
one?
yes, that guy. Can you go to like desktop and see what's under that folder? Okay, so it's backing up your whole desktop. So what we want to do is up at the top,
Excuse me, how do you see that it's doing the whole desktop?
because that's everything that's on your desktop right now, I'm guessing.
Okay, okay. Doesn't have documents, but
Well, it's
anyway.
it's the back workings, it's the shortcuts.
Okay.
So up at the top, there's the low storage, and then an arrow that says Robert Personal, and then an arrow. Keep going up.
Oh,
Can you click on Robert Personal? So what you want to do is, where it says desktop, hit that little recycle trash.
this,
Yep. So that's checked. You want to check your desktop.
click that also.
Well, let's click on documents and see what's in there. Oh, it looks like everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's what's taking up all the space.
Yep. So if you go back up to Robert dash personal
Mm-hmm.
and click that, and if you hit below where your cursor is and over to your right, there's a little trash bin. If
Mm-hmm.
you click that, it's going to delete that.
Just from OneDrive.
Yes.
Okay. Deleting an online folder permanently removes it from your PC without sending it to the recycle bin. Someone say yes?
Online only folder permanently removes it from your PC. That seems like it's removing it from everywhere. So hit no for now. I want to go back to where we were there in the screen with the settings. Do you see where it says at the screen behind, down by your taskbar, save screenshots I capture on OneDrive? Can you click that box?
I don't see that.
Keep going down. Keep going down. Click right there. And bring that up. And go to account.
Um,
And hit unlink this PC. Unlink.
uh,
And close out of that.
just X out.
Yes. So now this should be on your hard drive. Can we go over to this PC over on the left-hand side? Perfect.
Double click.
Yep. Sorry. You read my mind. So click on OSC. That's your actual hard drive of your actual computer. Oh, that's interesting. So go down to users and owner. So we should see all your files here.
On hard drive.
on hard drive and go down to documents. Double click that. So those should be all your documents on your physical hard drive.
And that
right?
looks like, let's see. That looks like mine. Not,
Yes.
it's not including Bob's, so that, yeah.
This would be anything saved on the actual hard drive. So his
Mhm.
hard drive should be completely different
Mhm.
files.
And pictures would be there too.
Yes, click on pictures.
Because what I've found interesting
But
was
right now,
somewhere I saw that there were pictures saved to hard drive. That might be under whatever the folder thing is down here. Okay.
but now I don't think it's backing up to your OneDrive for the photos. So go back up to the little, go up 3, there's a little like cloud icon.
Up here,
Yeah, right there. Click that.
double click, it's not doing anything.
Oh, double click, save that.
No, it's not double clicking.
Okay, so right now you have no OneDrive. So go down to the bottom right of your taskbar where, yeah, that thing. The one that has the little, it went from being um
Open to, it's
air,
closed.
yeah, double click that. Okay, so yeah, it wants you to sign in to do things. So hit sign in.
I don't know if it, oops, lost my earphones.
So you
Lost my
add your
earphones.
files to OneDrive so you can access them from all devices and have them on your PC. And we don't want that to do that. So we can, there's a little pause icon. Do you see, scroll down and over to your right, there's a little circle with 2
This,
lines.
oh,
Yeah. Oh
click.
no, wrong. Never mind. So do you see where it says change locations?
Yes. Click.
Yep. Interesting. So maybe it does require you to do this. Scroll down on the left-hand side where it says documents. And then this PC. Click on this PC. And then select folder. Try to, oh, so it does want you to use OS. Okay. So hit cancel. Yeah, X and then cancel. Hit next. Use this folder. Back up on this PC. File
Oh,
up.
this looks like it might be, the little icon down at the bottom looks like it might be active now.
Yes. So turn on
Okay.
pictures. You want just pictures.
Come on. Oh, it's scanning everything.
Yeah. So you want to
Oops.
turn off documents and you want to turn off
Oh.
desktop. Yep. Do it. I'll do this later. Because it's not going to let you until you upgrade your software, your storage. So over on the right, I'll do it later.
Okay, we don't want,
Or left, excuse me, left. I don't know my
Left.
directions.
Mm-mm.
Over to your right in the same section above where it says 0.8 in the warning, the red square.
oh, here.
Scroll down a little bit, it says I'll do it later.
Oh, okay.
Hit next. 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 later. Open my OneDrive. Okay, so I think we're safe. I think you can hit documents and hit delete.
Hmm.
And then hit the go back to the documents. Don't open it. So yeah.
Oh, hey, here,
Yeah.
we're there.
We're inside the computer. We want to we want to delete all of the documents. Does that make sense? Maybe
Wait.
not.
No, you said we're in
We're seeing all the
the hard
documents.
drive
We want to delete all of them. We don't want to.
only from OneDrive, but not from
Correct.
the PC.
Correct. Correct.
Oh,
So do you see
So I
over at
wanna-
the top, there's a tracking. So it says OneDrive, this PC, iOS. So this PC is your computer, iOS is your hard drive,
mhm.
and then it's going into OneDrive folder specifically. So,
Users is
yep, that's
OneDrive.
you. Your owner
Okay,
is
now users is where my external hard drive is.
correct. So
I don't want to do anything to the external hard drive.
we're in a folder within your hard drive because owner is you, and then it's not saving to your documents. It's OneDrive within your documents. This so
Okay,
you're so if you click
I'm in OneDrive.
click that one. Yep. These are files saved just in OneDrive. We want to delete the documents. So up at the top under this PC, there's a little trash can, and hit delete. And then yes.
Wait a minute, deleting removes it from your PC without sending it to the recycle bin.
Yes.
Okay.
How much do you
I think
trust
they're
it
all
on
on mine.
Yes, it seems like it's not on your actual hard drive.
And this
And you
little
could
cloud
delete
down there.
you could delete desktop, email, attachment, and music if you wanted to.
Desktop is just what shows on the desktop, or is
Yeah,
it
so it'd be
everything
the
that's?
shortcuts.
I'll keep the shortcuts,
Okay.
and I do have.
Do you want your music backing up?
No.
So hit the little trash can up at the top then. Down.
So there were still okay.
Yep. Yes. Okay. So now personal vault, that seems, oh, that's a shortcut. That's interesting.
I don't know what it is, but
I think it's some kind of password type thing.
so desktop, email attachments, and pictures are the only things that should be
There.
backing up.
If you open the documents folder, it should be empty right now. Yep.
But if I open documents up here,
Yes.
it should be there.
Correct.
Thank you,
Now you
Jesus.
can
Thank you,
breathe,
Lynn.
Gene. Deep breaths, Gene. You're oh my goodness.
Praise God from.
And
Oh,
my pictures are still here, but how do I get into OneCloud? I go down to this
So-
icon in the tray.
so OneCloud is the little icon above the word desktop. It's a little cloud that says Robert.
Oh, wait a minute. Above?
Keep going up. It's the third one
Yeah,
from the
it is.
top, and then down to
Oh, here.
yeah. So that's your OneDrive right now.
Okay.
So now we want to go to the bottom. It still has a warning.
I
So
think I just haven't set it up the way they want it set up.
correct. So you want to remove. It
You
goes,
recently-
you really want to delete those 2,000 files.
Yeah, so remove those. So I shouldn't be running,
Yeah, it needs to sync.
yeah.
But if you go to settings now, the little wheel at the top, and go to settings, and you go up to sync and backup, and you want to manage backup, and you want to turn on pictures.
Let's see, I didn't want documents, didn't want desktop, didn't want
Do you want your
music.
music?
Yes.
No, I don't put that much music in,
Okay,
so I'll just keep that on the hard drive.
yep. And it looks like you're going to be at 4.3 gigs with your thing, but it's probably still syncing from your deleted devices.
But it's still below the,
5 gigs.
yeah.
So if you
Save
hit save
changes.
changes,
Yep.
Are you doing this too, Bob?
and
Just
now
the
you
picture.
can hit close.
Oh,
The
it's,
pictures isn't on
say that again?
your pictures.
It says syncing.
Yeah, but it's, my picture doesn't look like it's on because
Yeah,
it's syncing.
I'm
Oh,
thinking
okay, that's the only thing that's syncing. Everything else is not backed up.
correct.
Okay, let's close.
And then you can X out
I
of that.
close this,
Yep. And then
close,
X out of that.
and close.
Close. But that should fix it.
And
Keyword should.
but now we have start backup, so I would just want to X out of
It
that
wants
whole.
it wants you to back up all your documents, and you don't want to. So you just want to ignore that backup. It's
So I
really
just
pushing
close-
you to spend money on them.
Yes, so I just
That's
want to
why I
close
can talk
out
to people.
here,
Yep.
and here we are.
Yep. Anything else while we're on your computer?
How do I stop sharing?
I can hit stop share. There's
Oh,
the
there
red
it
button
is.
at the top.
Here we are.
Yep.
Oh, for those of you still hanging on, thank you for your patience.
Hopefully for those that also want to do that, you followed
I was
along.
gonna say, hopefully I can remember some of that.
If not, we can watch, you could watch
can
the
watch it
recording.
again.
Just skip to the end. Don't
It's
go
always
through
a
the,
learning experience.
I think I'm at 96% now. It keeps popping up and telling me I'm at 96%.
Mhm.
You too.
So
can go.
you can watch the
Recording of
recording,
this.
Reruns.
write everything down and then cross out what we went back to undo. And then you can go,
Skip to the
and then you
last
can go straight to the, to the
15
solution.
minutes.
Hmm?
Maybe Bob will be kind enough to write the instructions and email it to you.
He agreed he would, but he often makes notes that leave several things not quite clear.
Don't have to reveal family secrets.
Sorry, I didn't say that. Let's turn the record off for that one.
Yeah.
Before you leave, Lynn, I have a non-tech question.
Okay.
You can.
I
close
know-
down with any-
I know we're after 11, but I do have a story for you guys that you should be aware of that happened in the last few hours, if you can
Please.
stick around.
Yeah.
So I got a call at 4 a.m. this morning from my brother. My brother never calls me, let alone at 4 a.m. Right? So I answer. He had gotten a phone call from my mother's cell phone. It said her number because he only allows a few numbers to ring him in the middle of the night. And, this is 3:45 or so in the morning. So he answers the phone because mom's calling. And this man on the phone goes, Um, I have kidnapped your mother. And they could hear her screaming in the a woman screaming in the background. And, you need to give me your credit card and pay some ransom money to set her free. And we'll go on your business. So so my brother freaked out, as one would if you think your mother's been kidnapped. So he thought it was kind of fishy, and they ended up not uh following the instructions. And he hung up and did the correct thing of actually then calling my mother, but my mother's smart enough to not answer the phone at 4 a.m. So so he then freaked out even more, and I get a call asking about it, and I was like, this was phone call. They wanted you to panic. So be aware. If I know we've talked about this before, but there is technology where people can clone somebody's phone and make it appear that they're using a loved one's phone. And because of the internet, they can connect family units and can add sound effects like screaming people in the background to get you all feared up and ramped up, that somebody's in trouble. So we did finally get a hold of my mother at like 4:30 in the morning, and she was um so be aware that this technology exists. There's also technology where they can create a voice recording of your loved ones. So they could have this person
AI.
AI. They can also with AI create video recordings. If you're online, if you have photos online or anything, they can create video footage or photos, and could, here's a video message of your family member in trouble, and it could all look very legit. And at 4 a.m. when your brain's not functioning correctly, um, you could think it's true. So,
So
if
what, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so what do we do?
So what do you do?
Just
The
hang
first
up?
thing you do is hang up. Take a deep breath. One of the new features of the one of the updates on the new iOS that is very helpful, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, there is at the top when somebody calls you at the top left corner, there's a little record button. So I actually recorded the phone call my brother called me at 4 a.m. because I was like, if this is legit, we should have a recording of his first impressions of the call before he gets, more rattled. So if you're smart enough and somebody calls you with this panic, hit that record button so you have proof of said spammer. If it's legitimate, you can then send that recording to the police. Um, and they can track maybe IP addresses or phone numbers. So that is a new feature with the iPhone. Check it out next time somebody calls you. You could try, it will notify said person on the other end that you are recording, and it might freak the spammer out, and they might just hang up and go, it's not worth it. But if it's legitimate, it would be helpful um, to have that. The second thing you do is hang up, um, and take a breath, and then physically reach out to said loved one or contact. Um, if they have if they're calling on a cell phone and they have a landline, try the landline too. Um, my parents don't have their landline in their bedroom anymore, so it wouldn't have been helpful. My brother first called my father before he called my mother, so he tried that. My dad does not keep his cell phone in the bedroom, so that did not help my brother's situation. So um, so try that kind of thing. Um, and another thing that I checked after my brain kind of woke up, I have sharing location turned on for my mother, so I can with Google Maps see where my mom is with her cell phone. So I opened, Google Maps and looked to see where her location was, and it was in her house. So, and the timing, I can show you that picture. Um, but um so this is what I found. She's in her house just now. So if she is attacked, it's in their home. So we would know to reach the police, go to their house. Um if you don't hear from someone and their story is that that person's been kidnapped and is in a different location, um that's one quick way of doing that. So if you have a group of people, there's ways of setting up shared locations. Google does it, Apple does it. There are apps called like Share My Friends, um, where you can track that kind of stuff. The next thing to do is to reach out to your community of people that you care about that this might happen to and create emergency codes, that only your said people know, that would not be found online. Like you don't want to go what at when the spammer calls or said kidnapper calls, you go, okay, what is their favorite animal? Or set up some kind of share, like ask a family story that only that person might know. So set up those kind of emergency questions with said loved ones. So when you get those calls, you can quiz the people and see if they can get those answers from those people, and that would be more legitimate. Um, so having those kind of emergency questions. So that's something that my family's going to have to now do because it made us go, oh yeah, we kind of need to do this.
So
So
that the emergency codes are just a verbal decision between you and your favorite people.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. And say, okay, if this happens, make sure you know those answers
Mhm.
that might be. And you might
Mhm.
on the moment think of other
It's sort of
ones,
like a passcode.
passcode, right?
Mhm.
Make sure you remember, oh, was this your first pet? Yes, or this was
Mhm.
your person's maiden name. Actually,
Mhm.
maiden name would be too easy to find online. So
Mm.
don't do social security number, don't do maiden names or uh, who are you related to? Ask more detailed personal information.
Mhm.
Even asking, what's your original hair color or whatever. Actually, that might be also online, but something to be aware of.
And how do we open up share location? Is that something that we wait for till next week?
We can do a deep dive
Because,
next week if you want,
okay.
because there are different ways of doing it depending on what program you want to
Mhm.
use.
I've seen it somewhere, but I just kind of thought, I don't want anybody to know my location, but if you can set it up specifically like that,
Two
that
specific,
sounds good. Mhm.
yeah, yeah, and that's something I said to my brother too. I'm like, I have access to see mom, but I don't have access to see you or dad or anything like that. So maybe we
Mhm.
need to turn that on. So
Wow.
Did you get back to sleep?
no.
Seriously, do you have
So a nap is in order this
yeah, do you have a
afternoon?
chance for a nap?
Maybe. But yeah, when it wakes you up like that and you have adrenaline going, you're not
Mhm.
going to fall asleep.
No.
Yeah, you start thinking of all the options and things
Yes.
you could have done, should have done, could
Right.
do.
Right. Yes. So next week I'll try to get a screenshot of the phone so I can show you the recording icon next time someone calls me. But I do have the 8-minute phone call of me calming my brother down for, future. but
What a story.
Mm.
yes,
Wow.
yes. Be aware. And it's typically the reverse. They try to call older members of the family because you're more likely to believe the person. So
Hmm.
it's interesting they called my brother instead of, my parents. So yeah.
It's an
only going to
interesting
get
time
worse.
of life.
Yeah, it's just, it hits me that fishing has gotten a lot nastier than it used to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Along the same line, when I was at the thrift shop yesterday, a woman came in and she had just been to the bank and she had been defrauded $16,000. So that whole check scamming thing is still going on in the
Mhm.
neighborhoods. So I just avoid writing checks and putting checks in the mail. I
Yep.
don't know how my trash guys are going to get anything from me this year, but I'm not mailing checks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy.
Give them actually go out while they're out there.
Yeah, yeah. Run out in my bathrobe and my slippers. Actually, they don't come that early. I probably will try to catch them. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, then it's more personal too.
yes.
Well, we've had
This is
some
my first time
charitable.
on. What? Sorry.
Well, no, welcome.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It just seems like I'm never around to do it. So, good.
Yeah. It's hard. I know everybody's schedules are tough, but we're
I
always
may
out.
disguise myself as a trash man and come by your address.
I don't give that much.